What did you say to the fans of Indianapolis Colts now, Jim, about your return to the team?
Well, again, it's something where I haven't been in a coma or anything like that. I've been clued into everything that's been going on the last few months, and it's just it's good to be at this meeting and really kind of focus, Sal, on the Super Bowl bid, and just I'm really not going to talk about any personal medical issues or that sort of thing, but just grateful to be back and certainly have a lot of appreciation for the support that I've received. So I'm just kind of all in. It's good to see Jeff Saturday in the meeting. So just it feels good to be back, and I'm excited about our chances tomorrow.
You sound very emotional. Is this a very emotional time for you personally?
Well, I think that I don't know if I'd say emotional. I think I'm an emotional person, so I feel, I just feel grateful, really, and it's just good to be back and good to be able to put an effort in to try to regain the Super Bowl, because I think we did such an incredible job the first time.
Jim, what will you be telling the owners tomorrow in your 5 minutes in your presentation? What will you be telling them about why Indy should get another Super Bowl?
Yeah, my feeling is from the heart. I really feel that we did such an incredible job the first time, and we had things like the Super Bowl Village that was copied. So we're really unique in Indianapolis, and we can't guarantee the same weather, but we're going to try. And we really have raised the money we've raised even before the bid is really unprecedented. So I really think that we deserve a second Super Bowl, and that we've earned it, and really going to just speak from the heart, to the fellow owners.
We all know, obviously, you're dealing with something very personal, as you said. Generally speaking, very generally speaking, can you speak to how that process went or is going?
Really, no. I think, I'm here. If you want to talk about the Super Bowl bid or the Colts, I'm here to answer that. So I'm not going to really say anything beyond that.
Coming back to the organization, what was your message to your team and to your staff and to your organization about yourself?
Well, I think really, like I said, there's just been great support, and Sal, it's not, I feel like through the last couple months, I've, talked on the phone consistently with Ryan and Chuck and the whole organization. So, internally, it's not like, I felt like, obviously it was a physical return in terms of me being there. But being at the draft, it was great, and my message is just to do what I do and what I've done over the last decades, and just try to be the best steward I can for the franchise, and go forward each day.
Jim, are you going to conversation with Mr. Goodell, or do you expect to talk to him while you're here?
Well, of course I'll talk to him, but I'm not, again, it's not something we're going to be discussing, beyond us talking about, my committee responsibilities and the effort to get the Super Bowl.
Will you address the owners tomorrow morning?
I'm going to address, when it comes to our turn on the Super Bowl bid, I'll address ownership on behalf of the city with Allison and Jeff Saturday. The three of us will talk.
Do you figure what happened with you could hurt the bid?
Again, I'm excited about the bid and the job that we've done in the past. And I know in terms of trying to intertwine questions with that is your job, but again, I'm not really addressing those issues. I'm addressing, I'm here like always to try to get the Super Bowl for Indianapolis.
Jim, any way of knowing whether you're the front runner or the underdog in this bid?
No, I think you never really know, because when you ask people, some will tell you, they're voting for you and then they don't, but then some will tell you that they can't vote for you and why, and then others are open-minded. But I do think, you know, most owners go in open-minded and they want to hear the presentation. They want to hear your numbers and all those sorts of things. And I think that's where we have a great edge when we do our presentation.
If everybody's playing politics that much, then how can you really avoid the white or the elephant in the room?
Oh, it's not, you know, it's not avoiding an elephant in the room, really. It's you know, going forward with the business at hand.
Jim, have you spoken to Robert Mathis in light of what happened last week with the drug testing?
Yeah, Robert and I had constant contact last week, and you know, he's just a treasured member of the organization. And personally, when I think of the top guys that we've ever had, Robert's in that top 5 or 6. So we both talked, and you know, what we said to each other kind of will remain personal. But again, it was just great support for him.
2012 was a big for the city of Indianapolis. How will you try to convince the owners that Indianapolis deserves the game again?
Well, I think, again, our track record, what we did. And it's really no question that the job we did, I think if you ask, I mean, you guys remember, and, you know, the national media remembers that it was really an unprecedented job. So I think we have some more surprises up our sleeve. Like I said, the Super Bowl Village became a staple for future Super Bowls, and the money we've raised is unprecedented. And USA football, that's headquartered in Indy, is something that's so important for our game. You know, having mothers and fathers let their kids play football and you know, coach the game and the safety aspect. So I think our legacy project is incredible. So when you look at all those things, I really feel Indianapolis has the best bid.
Jim, when it's all said and done, do you think you owe the fans of the Colts or the city of Indianapolis any kind of apology for what happened?
Well, Sal, again, you know, you're asking me, you know, that type of question, and I'm just, again, I'm not answering that question. If you want to talk about the Super Bowl or anything else, I'd be happy to talk about it.
How have you pumped up the committee, sir? The committee was here this morning. They've been meeting all day. There's a presentation maybe at 7 or 8. What have you told the Indianapolis committee as to what they need to do tomorrow in those 15 minutes?
Well, we just came out of the room and we had everyone together, really almost about 24 people. And really it's just, again, you know, in our hearts we feel Indy is the best city to host the Super Bowl. And, you know, we have the numbers to back that up. We have 2012 to, again, demonstrate that it was really unprecedented. No glitches, and just an incredible event that went off because of the hard work of everyone in Indy. And our Super Bowl Village engaged more than 1 million fans, and everyone can't go to the game. So, you know, that's something that's very important, and all of those things combined is what we're going to be talking about. And really just, I said to Jeff Saturday, he's the type of guy when the ball's on the ground in the championship game, he's going to fall on it. And so I think he's going to be a big part of our presentation. It's great to have Jeff.
How much pride do you have in your daughters? Carly and Kaylin, they've stepped up while you were away. They seem to have taken ownership, and they're ready also for the big bid process.
I couldn't be more proud of my daughters. I mean, all 3 of them, Casey included. And, you know, it's a family business, and we'll be coming up soon on a half a century in the league. So it's, you know, being a father, being a grandfather, it's really rewarding. And when your kids are doing the type of things that they're doing and you know, representing so well, it's just a lot of pride. So it's a great feeling.
Jim, will you address the owners about your personal situation at all tomorrow?
You know, again, Judy, I'm not going to address those type of issues. You know, I'm not commenting on that either way. I just, again, if you want to talk about the Super Bowl bid or something like that, that's fine, or the team, but I'm not answering those questions.
Is it all feeling physically?
You know, physically, I'm feeling decent. You know, I still have a little ways to go. you know, from a rehab standpoint and everything. I'm not ready to hit the golf course yet, but eventually, you know, I'll get there. So just hoping to avoid any future surgery and, you know, just continuing to physically rehab. So I'm feeling okay, you know, and just trying to, you know, continue to stand up straighter, and the hip and back's doing okay. Thank you.
Jim, you've used the word excited several times today, but what does it really mean to you to be here, to be with your committee? Your daughters are here, you're fighting for your city to get another Super Bowl. What is the meaning to you for that?
Well, it's a love. I mean, I think, you know, the league is dear to me, and obviously, you know, family business. You're blessed to be able to be part of something like that. And I've always thought, you know, it's a great privilege to be part of the NFL, and it's you don't take for granted every day. You know, you just treasure it, and it's a good feeling. You know, I think I kind of feel like we're kind of getting ready for a big game because it's kind of one of those win-lose situations. So we're excited, but we want to come away with the big one.
One more question.
How important is it that you're just here, like walking around the hallways, talking with the other owners, just literally just schmoozing with everybody else, you know, talking to us, you know? How important is just you being here?
Well, it's great. I mean, again, it's something that I love, something that I've been part of since I was 11 years old. So it's just great to be here.
How important is it to the bid for the city of Indianapolis?
Well, I don't know. I think that hopefully, you know, I can go up and talk to the other 31 teams, or at least the other 29, and try to be very convincing with Jeff and Allison, and that's what I'm going to try to do. So thanks, guys. It's good to see y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, you've been listening to Jim Irsay live in Atlanta. Clearly happy to be there, happy to make Indianapolis' Super Bowl bid. Not wanting to talk about his recovery situation, though.
Yeah,
clearly.
He said he wouldn't answer any questions regarding that. He's grateful to be back. He says it's all business down there. First appearance, really, in public since going into rehab back in March. So he's looking forward to that bid tomorrow and see if Indianapolis comes away with Super Bowl in 2018. All right. We're gonna